I'm from Houston, Texas, north side.
And do you rep something more specific than the north side or just the north side?
Nah, West Road, I really was all over Houston type shit. Like my mom, she's like moving. So when it came to my pops, I was on West Road. When it came to my mom's, it was really just everywhere.
Still reside in Houston?
Yeah.
Now, growing up, what was that like for you? Can you paint that picture for us?
What was it like? It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, mom's did her part. She definitely did her part. My pops, I was, you know, my parents separated, so I was at my pop's house on the weekend, mom's house during the week type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And oldest boy, 2 little sisters, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. We did what we had to do.
Was that easy or hard to deal with, the separation of your parents there?
Oh, no, it was cool. That was like when I was young, so I really just grew up like, it was like something I've been doing since I was little, you know what I'm saying? So it was like normal to me. It wasn't nothing I had to adjust to.
I see. How old were you when they separated?
I want to say probably like 3, like I was little.
Very young.
Yeah.
Good relationship with your parents today?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now, growing up in that environment that you described there, financially, how'd you grow up?
Financially, we straight. Mom's always made sure she was working, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never really we had our struggles, like probably, you know what I'm saying? We had times we had to take baths with like the little water jugs and stuff like that, but other than that, Mom's always did her part. She'll sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, her stuff to make sure we straight. So we really ain't just gonna do nothing too major, you know what I'm saying?
So would you say, because there's different classes of
I want to say, it was like, I want to say fair with a couple speed bumps. You get what I'm saying? Like it was cool. We'd probably run to a speed bump every now and then they get it back. You get what I'm saying? Back right.
I know there's poverty.
Yeah.
There's lower middle class.
Yeah, see,
middle class.
When we was kind of on the middle class, you know what I'm saying? We were kind of running to a little poverty situation where we got to make a quick move, go to a hotel for a couple months, you know what I'm saying? Then get back right. But we was never really just stuck down, you know what I'm saying?
Did you ever have to chip in financially?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Was that something you did on your own or you were asked to do so?
Nah, see, I'm free-hearted, you know what I'm saying? Like with anybody, you feel me? Like somebody I see on the road or my people. So it's something that I do genuinely, but she'll probably come to me every now and then with something that I didn't know about and be like, could you help me out with this? You know what I'm saying? So it's something I do regardless, you know what I'm saying?
When you did help out, was it through like getting a job and that sort of thing? Or street activity?
Nah, see, I'm really more of I'm a go-getter, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm the oldest, right? So I try to lead by example. I couldn't really just go dive in the street, you get what I'm saying? Like my family, because I done seen my uncles and cousins going down this road. You get what I'm saying? I got 2 little sisters. So I got to make smart decisions. I'm basically the man of the house, you get what I'm saying? So I got to make smart stuff. Like, I'll probably go to school, sell some chips, or probably go hit a little lick, you get what I'm saying? Nothing too major to get me caught up. You get what I'm saying? But some small stuff, you get what I'm saying? Like I ain't no crash dummy. I wasn't just gonna do something that's gonna throw my life away, you get what I'm saying?
When you say hit a lick, what kind of description there?
Probably steal a phone, you get what I'm saying? Like go to I hooped, I was on the basketball team, you know what I'm saying, during the games, probably go to the locker room and go through a couple backpacks, get a phone, go sell it, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that.
Now, that could have some consequences too.
Yeah, for sure.
It sounds very small.
Yeah.
But people can get in trouble for stuff like that. Did you ever get into trouble for stuff like that?
I done been caught stealing at the mall a couple times, for sure. But I ain't never just been caught at like schools or houses and stuff like that, nah.
In an instance like that, is that something that you have to go through like the juvenile detention process for? Or?
Yeah, like it depends on how they catch you. Like if you young, you know what I'm saying, like 16, you'll probably go to juvenile, you know what I'm saying, like a little minor situation, but I'm pretty sure like if you older, 18, 19, they gonna take you to jail probably 2-3 days, nothing too major, you know what I'm saying?
Were these charges you were ever able to beat?
I ain't never got caught.
Oh.
Like they caught me, but I ain't never just like went downtown and nothing like that.
Oh, I see, I got you.
It was always like if somebody don't come get you, we finna go downtown. Somebody always came through to come pick me up.
Yeah. I assume mom got wind of this at one point.
Oh yeah, she was the one that had to come pick me up. She was actually, one time she was in the middle of grocery shopping, you know what I'm saying, and she finna like check out, then walked around, got all her groceries, and they called her like, you don't come pick him up, he going downtown, you know what I'm saying? So, well, I had to tell her that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you don't come pick me up, they going downtown. She had to stop, leave her groceries, you know what I'm saying, flew down there, And after that, I was fried. Like, I got home, it was a whole nother story.
Was she upset? Was she
Big
disappointed?
upset. That's embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's big upset. You got to come in there. She had to come in to get me. I couldn't walk out. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in here and get your son from stealing, you know what I'm saying? I'm standing like 6 feet tall. That's embarrassing as hell.
Now, sorry, I have so many questions and I'm going through all of them. Even though this stuff was minor, ever had any regrets doing it?
Nah, see, I don't really got no regrets of doing it. I probably have like the time, and I probably wouldn't want my sisters to know about it, but I ain't had no regrets. Like, I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to do what I had to do.
Never felt bad? Never felt like, I guess, guilty for doing it?
Nah, it's probably because I ain't never see the person after doing it. Like, if I seen them, you know what I'm saying, I'd probably feel it. When it was my stuff, you know what I'm saying, I know how people feel now when I lose some, you know what I'm saying? But I never see them, like, after I do it. If I seen their face and how they feeling, I'd probably be like, damn. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what I was going to ask you next is, has this ever happened to you, shoe being on the other foot?
Oh, yeah. I'm really like, I keep my stuff on me, you get what I'm saying? So I'm one of the people that think, oh, it can't happen to me. But it didn't happen before, and I ain't rocking with it, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking, oh, somebody probably done turned it in, or I can go in there and get it, you know what I'm saying? But it happened to me before. When
it does happen to you, do you ever feel like, you know what, this is payback for when I did it?
Nah, see, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like, when it happened to me, how was I feeling? I really was just mad. I was just trying to I wasn't thinking about me doing it to people. I'm just thinking like, I gotta get my stuff back.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Now, did it ever come to a point where you end up getting a job?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
My first job was actually 99 cents though. I worked there for a day and I quit. And then I went to TJ Maxx, worked there for like 6 months, ended up leaving there. And then after that, I start taking my rap more serious, you get what I'm saying? I started making more music. And like I said, SoundCloud, they wasn't really doing it, you get what I'm saying? So I ended up working at Toys R Us for like 2 weeks doing seasonal. It was like Christmas time. I ended up working for like 2 weeks, never went back. I probably still got a check up there right now. I never went back to go get it. And I just never had a job since then after that.
Now, any of these jobs you mentioned, were they tough?
Oh yeah, it's 99 cents, I was gone. First day, bro, I was gone, bro.
You quit?
It was gone, yeah, like for real. And it was my first job, so I was eager. And like when they offered me like $7.25 an hour, first job, you think, okay, I'm finna get paid. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I get in there and they telling me I gotta run a register, people coming to my register, I'm running up fruits, I don't know the code, I quit, bro, I was gone. I had
Too much for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, aside from you quitting on the first day, any crazy stories, anything that happened out of the norm at any of those jobs you just mentioned?
At TJ Maxx, for sure. Like, that was the reason I left. I used to, like, TJ Maxx, you'll get, like, True Religion and stuff like that, right? Like, I guess from the main seller, they couldn't sell it, so they'll send it to us. And I used to run the racks. I was one of their best employees. Like, everybody loved me, you know what I'm saying? So I moved so fast, I'll finish my rack and go run somebody else's rack, you know what I'm saying? And I ran into some Trues one day, and since I worked there, I would change the price on it. You get what I'm saying? They'd be like 50. I changed the price to $2 and buy them. You get what I'm saying? And the manager, we got a new manager. I bought the Trues, and I got to the door, and she checked my bag, and it was Trues. I didn't feel like she knew about True Religions. You get what I'm saying? Like, just me thinking she older, she don't know what this is. She checked the bag, and she like, True Religions for $13. This don't sound right. You get what I'm saying? So she like, we gonna hold your bag, and we gonna really just go back and look at it. You could keep I had another pair of pants that wasn't like, they was all brand. She kept the Rock Revolvers and the Trues, and I also kept another pair of Rock Revolvers. I really don't remember how many it was, but she called me basically by checking the camera. They didn't tell me they saw me. They let me do it a couple more times and let it add up on me. Then they called me to the back and was like, okay, we're gonna give you a chance to tell us so you can stay here. But somebody called a tip line on me. Like, they got a tip line at the job where, like, if you think somebody's stealing, you can call and get a $500 reward. So I wouldn't want to stay anyways with my coworkers. You get what I'm saying? Like, thinking I'm stealing this, well, they weren't thinking, but the fact they calling it, you get what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to keep working there regardless.
It got hot.
Yeah, for sure.
So these jobs that you mentioned, you quit, you never got fired?
Oh, nah, see, TJ Maxx, it was kind of like I want to say 50-50, because they was like, you could stay or you could leave. And I was like, nah, I'm leaving, I'm gone. But 99 cents, I was gone, I quit. Towards that, I just never went back. So I guess I quit.
Now, you mentioned when you described your upbringings, there were points where, of struggle,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
And you mentioned there were times where you had to, I guess, take a bath with
For
jugs of
sure,
water.
like the little big blue one?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Was that the roughest point for you growing up, or was it something that we didn't discuss yet?
Roughest point, I want to say that was probably about the most serious one, because that's something you got to do every day. You got to take a bath every day, you know what I'm saying? So driving way to that stove, fill up that big thing, and then putting it in a mini pot on the stove. You got to take 10 trips to the stove to get the hot water, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was rough. But the roughest part I want to say is probably getting, like, you know what I'm saying, got to move right away, go to a hotel real quick, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I never really just had nothing too tragic, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing reckless, like coming to the door, getting evicted and stuff like that. The most we had was, you got to get out by this many days, you know what I'm saying? Not get out tomorrow, your stuff gone, you know what I'm saying? So we done had days to go get a hotel, and you know what I'm saying? That's probably the most. I ain't never just had nothing tragic.
That time period in your life where you had to do the water jug thing, how long did that last for?
I want to say like what? Probably like a month or 2 months. Yeah, a month, 2 months. It was tragic. Like, it got to the point where you just stop taking a bath every day, probably like 2 days, you know what I'm saying? You take a bath every 2 days, something like that.
How'd you guys get out of that?
My mom's, she's a go-getter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, I can't explain it. Like, she the type to put us before, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if she had to go work 5 jobs, she gonna work 5 jobs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we got out of it. It really was the landlord, you know what I'm saying? Like, the house we got, it was the first house we ever been to. So my mom's being a single mom, she just dove into the house not knowing what come with living in the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really messed us up. But my mom, she gonna get us out of anything.
Now, if that was the roughest point in your life, what was the highest growing up? What was on the opposite end of the spectrum there?
The best part?
Yeah.
Probably, I want to say around middle school, my mom's used to do something like Fashion Week, where like every day we'll get a new outfit. So we'll wake up Monday, go get a new outfit. Tuesday, go get a new outfit. She'll do like little random stuff like that on the calendar, be like Fashion Week next week. So we'll wake up getting new outfits and stuff like that. Or probably, I want to say, yeah, that's probably it right there. Yeah. As far as my childhood, yeah.
Now, you did mention school. What kind of kid were you in class? How would you characterize yourself overall?
When it came to school, I was a dresser, bro. Like, I only went to school to dress. I ain't even have to have like the best clothes, but I was one of them dudes that felt like if she looked at me a certain way, she liked me. You know what I'm saying? So I was all about dressing. I wasn't studying to work at all. Like, if I knew it, it was one time in math where I actually knew it. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed doing it. But once we switched to a new topic, I was back out of it. Like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So I was really like a little.
Did you ever attend a school that had school uniforms?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I went to Bama Middle School, yeah.
How do you feel going to a school that had uniforms and then a school that didn't have uniforms, and you were the kind of kid that was all about dressing?
Yeah, see, like, when we went to the uniform school, now it's all about your shoes and your belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got the same shirt and pants. Now who gonna have the flyest belt, the flyest shoes, you know what I'm saying? So, or you could switch your pants. So like, my mom's taught me how to fold my pants at the bottom to make them skinny. Like back then, you know, you couldn't really just get skinny pants like uniform pants. So my mom's taught me how to fold them and flip them and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you rocking it. But when I go to a public school, I rock with that way more because it's like you stand out. You know what I'm saying? I could fold my pants any kind of way, but at the end of the day, I still look like dude beside me. You know what I'm saying? But when I go to like another school where I could really just do me, yeah, that's my cup of tea. I don't rock with them.
You don't like the uniform policy?
I ain't rocking with it.
And was that a uniform where you had to wear a uniform like every day, or did they have like a free day? Or
Nah, they had free day, but you had to earn it. Like A's, Friday, you get to wear jeans and stuff like that. I wouldn't have any.
Now, you did mention girls.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to girls, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
My virginity, I'm gonna be all the way authentic. I was I was late. I probably like 10th grade. Yeah, 10th grade.
How'd you lose it?
Hey, Moms and Moms watching this. I was really like, I was going to the KF high school. I stayed at the school one day and I was talking to this little girl. She stayed walking distance from the school. So I walked with her, you feel me, to her people house. We got to her people house and her people was there. But I was with my homeboy and I guess he knew about that neighborhood. So it was a little abandoned house across the street, like somebody had just moved out. And he was like, oh, we can go in there. So we go up to it, the gate locked. I'm automatically thinking, bro, it's like the little burbs. I'm like, bro, we in the burbs, you jumping gates and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We finna get caught up. But he jumped over, I guess his homie lived there before. He jumped over it, opened it, we got in, and then I did what I did, and we dipped out.
Was it spontaneous or?
Trash. Like, it was so trash that after that, I wouldn't even focus on that no more. Like, I told myself, like, I was like, this is what niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Because to a dude, that's all niggas really be thinking about when it comes to females, you know what I'm saying? But I went like probably 5 months after that without doing that because it was trash. Like, I wasn't rocking with it.
But did you know you were going to lose your virginity that particular day, or it was random?
Nah, I knew it was going to happen.
Oh, okay.
I was prepared. I knew it was going to happen.
Was she a virgin?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
She was one of them little, it really wasn't even supposed to, I didn't even really just pull her like that. I was in the hallway with my bro. You know how boys be, hey, my homeboy want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? He called her down there. I ain't even want to talk to her, but she came all the way back. So she choosing. She walked that far, you know what I'm saying? So I talked to her.
Now, did she know you were a virgin? Did you play it off like you had done this before?
I did this before. I'm a veteran. I ain't say none of that.
I see. You said it was trash. Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate?
Oh, that shit was like, now since I didn't experience, that shit was like 2.
Ouch.
So.
This wasn't your first love or anything like that?
Hell no. We barely talked. We was on like kick. We barely had conversations.
I see. And having that trash experience, that didn't help things.
Hell no. I was done. Like, I was able to wait after that. At first, it was a big deal. Your homeboy talking about it at lunch. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You making up stories and shit. I wasn't worried about it no more.
Now, you mentioned when we were talking about the jobs, you mentioned when rapping came into play.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember what age that was or what grade?
When I started when it come to making music, I've always like been interested in music. My sister had the little high school musical game with the microphone, and she used to plug it onto the TV and do the karaoke. I'll turn a beat off and just rap through the TV speakers. You get what I'm saying? And I always be performing the Soulja Boy. My mama got like little videos of me writing Soulja Boy on my glasses, dancing, performing the songs. So I always been interested in, you know what I'm saying, like rapping. But I ain't started doing it until like taking it serious. My first time getting in the studio, I was 18. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I was recording on my cell phone. Like, I go sit in the car, I'll record two layers. You know how you record it twice. I go in the closet, and then I go in the car. If the car didn't sound right, go in the closet, in the restroom, post it. I was probably about 10th grade. I got off the school laptop.
Ever sell a mixtape?
Hell no. I wasn't worried about money. I was trying to get my music out there and just pop.
Now, did you ever do music in school, as in like a class, like band or chorus?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Like,
you did?
I did band. I was trash though. I don't know how to read notes. But I was more freestyle. I'm thinking this finna be like drumline. We going there, but it's more some, you gotta know what the shape of I wasn't trying to, and I wear glasses, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do that shit regardless. But I did that in 6th grade.
I see. Only 6th grade, or you did it for a couple years?
6th grade, I was done after that.
I see. And what did you play when you were in the band?
I was in percussion. Like,
Okay.
I had the little practice pad. I never made it further than that.
Now, when it came to doing rapping specifically, did you freestyle or battle classmates?
Oh yeah, freestyle. At lunch, I was known for freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started at middle school. We had a little spoons and forks. Everybody be beating on the table. My bro rap. His name was BJ. He was known for being cold. You know what I'm saying? And then after he rap, they'll back do it, like, bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was just known for going crazy. Like, they knew, even though I be rapping about stuff that I'm 6th grade talking about driving a Lamborghini, it's just about being able to think fast, process. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been freestyling.
Could you spit something right now?
Oh yeah, I can go crazy. You feel me? All right, so look.
Let's do it.
All right, hold up. Remember 6th grade, we was running through the halls. A couple years later, I'm talking to DJ Smallz. Ralph Lauren boxes, yeah, they wrapped around my ball. Now these hoes want to chill, got my pictures on their wall. Hold on, I'm gonna say that. That's it. I'm gonna say that.
Now, when it came to talent shows,
Yeah.
did you ever do any of those?
I was shy, bro. I ain't never did that. I was too shy.
So I assume never performed at a pep rally?
Nah, bro, I always wanted to do something like that, but I like the attention, but I'm just too shy.
But now, since you're out of school,
Yeah.
if you were requested to do a pep
I'm
rally,
going crazy.
you are.
I'm going crazy.
Times have changed.
For sure.
What about sports? Did you get into sports at all?
Yeah, see, I wanted to go to NBA. You know what I'm saying? I started hooping. I've been hooping. Like, I used to go outside and hoop with my daddy. I was probably like, we had a basketball court in our apartment. So I used to go outside, hoop with him. You know what I'm saying? And wait, I got Knicks, hoop with the people in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to 6th grade. You can't hoop in 6th grade. You got to wait till 7th grade. 7th grade, never AAU. So 7th grade, I dived in. I didn't make the team 7th grade. Like, I made it 8th grade. I went to a school called Hamilton. I made it in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. I didn't make it. So I was done after that. I didn't want to hoop no more.
When you were hooping, what position did you play?
I was a small forward.
What jersey number?
3. It was a dude I used to watch named Akil Carr. I used to watch all his little highlights. He was known for handles and stuff, so I was number 3.
He was that same number?
Yeah.
Now, when it came to the ladies, how'd you do when it came to homecoming, prom? Did you ever get close to being homecoming king, prom king, any of that
never
sort of thing?
went to prom, bro, but I planned on it for like 2 years. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was watching everybody get Cheetahs and pull up in Lambos. I'm like, bro, I'm finna pull up in a Jaguar with a Jaguar. You get what I'm saying? But it never happened.
Why no prom for you?
Because, like, really, it's really a little situation. I was talking to a girl for like 4 years, you get what I'm saying? And she a year younger than me, you get what I'm saying? So when I was 18, she was 17. Our prom was at different times, you get what I'm saying? So I missed mine to try to go to hers, but at that point I wasn't interested no more, you get what I'm saying? But I always told myself, because I thought I was just I thought music, like once I got in the studio, I didn't have what I needed before that, but I knew once I got in the studio, bro, you're gonna blow, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be rich. I don't wanna go to prom until I'm rich and I could just pull up and flex on everybody, but it just never happened.
I see.
Yeah.
When you mentioned this other girl, she went to a different school than you?
We started off going to the same school and then we switched, like I moved.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
What about as far as superlatives? They give these year-end, these yearbook awards at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Best dressed, most likely to succeed, biggest flirt, stuff like that. Did you get any of those? Senior
I never even seen myself.
Superlatives.
I never even seen me in a yearbook, so I doubt it.
You did graduate high school.
Negative.
You did not.
No, I got credits for. Really, I can go get it right now. I'm like 3 credits away. You get what I'm saying? But I told myself I was gonna go back because I was in a charter school, but I just stopped. Like, I got big on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't really had no, and it was like 40 minutes away from the house, and I ain't have a car. You get what I'm saying? My mom's got to go to work, so she's driving far. Then the car started messing up. We wasn't really worried about it no more. I could do it on the laptop. I can go in there right now and take 2 classes, but I'm taking my time. I'm gonna go do it though, probably.
So at this point, are you considered a dropout?
Nah, because I still got the option. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm only 19, so I can go in there and get this done right now. You get what I'm saying? It's only like 3 credits. YouTube time consuming. You get what I'm saying? So I put my YouTube first. Like, I was like, I'm gonna forget them credits. I'm gonna do this YouTube stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't never just.
Now, when you were doing your thing on YouTube, were you popular in school because of your YouTube at all, or no?
Nah, see, YouTube didn't start popping until after school. I hated that, but it started popping after high school. I wish it was still like I was still in school, but it's not.
So, okay, so explain what happened. You're doing school, and then at some point you drop out and then start YouTubing?
No,
or?
See, this what happened. I was going to I don't know what they call it, but I was in a regular high school, right?
Okay.
And then I start like lacking with my credits. You get what I'm saying? So I went to a charter school, and it's small. It's like a little small church. They turned into a little charter school.
Okay.
It was called Evolution, and that's where I started my YouTube channel. I had been going there 2 years back to back at the charter school, right? So the second, I was quiet, didn't talk to nobody at that school. You get what I'm saying? So the second year that I came back, that's when I started doing YouTube, and it just started taking off like 10K, 5K. You get what I'm saying? So nobody wasn't really just knowing me, and I didn't want to put it out there until I got big. So I was doing YouTube low key. Like, nobody knew about it until I got to like 30K, and I felt like I was up there. You get what I'm saying?
And that's when you make the decision to stop going? When you were at 30K?
No, when I got my first good check, I wasn't studying. I'm like, bro, I could really make money from this. I'm not studying that.
How much was that first check?
Like 3.5K.
And you were how old?
I want to 17 going on 18. It was in December. My birthday the 26th of December, so 18, 17, 18.
That's a lot of money for a 17-year-old.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And that was a check after 1 month.
Nah, cause I didn't reach the first threshold.
Oh,
but
which
then,
is like $100.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I had hit like some trending topics. I forgot what I reacted to, but I hit like some trending topics, and it was like, and you know, December is when you get like, it's when it's running up. You get what I'm saying? You putting your ads on there, you going crazy. You get what I'm saying? So that's when it just got the running, and I never, like after a month, I never went to go check if I made the threshold. So the next month, it's just been accumulating and adding up. You get what I'm saying? And when I ran into it, my moms didn't even think it was for real. Like I told her about it, and she was like, "How you gonna get that?" You get what I'm saying? Like she just seeing numbers through the camera, like through the screen. She's like, "How you supposed to get that?" So I'm gonna put the card on there. I'm watching them buy my husband's dream car every day. And you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, this real, but my people get a job. You get what I'm saying? Like they wasn't really hearing it because it's not their generation. But when my mom seen that first check, she was like, "Okay, so y'all teenagers, y'all got it down packed." You know what I'm saying? So I just kept doing my thing.
So how long of time on YouTube was it of that 3.5? How long do you think that took to accumulate?
I had stopped paying attention, but I want to say about 2.5 months because I just stopped looking. Like I can't really just give a direct time.
I got you. And for people watching that doesn't understand what threshold means, when people have a YouTube account, they make money off of the ads that are placed on the videos. And for you to collect a check off of that ad money, you have to pass a threshold of $100. So if you make $50 in YouTube ad revenue, you don't get it. They hold it. And then once you surpass that $100 threshold, then you collect whatever it is that you
get paid,
which you earned. And the more viewers you have, the more subscribers you have, the more money one can make. Now, your mom was okay with that decision making there, not finishing high school?
Nah, she never really just wanted me to stop, but we didn't have a choice. Like I said, the car had started messing up. You get what I'm saying? So it's like 40 minutes away. You get what I'm saying? And then it was only for 4 hours. So by the time she dropped me off, she get home, lay down for 2 minutes, it's time to come pick me back up. You get what I'm saying? So, and I wasn't hopping on the bus. I ain't having it. You get what I'm saying? So we weren't really worried about it.
But there was a bus option if you wanted.
The bus, like, what I mean by bus, it was like a metro. Like, you had to go to a metro stop, and then the school bus pick you up from the metro stop. Yeah, no, I wasn't doing it.
I see. Now, has she pressed you to go back at some point or no?
Nah, because really, I'm going to tell you, like, this is how I see it. This is how I tell my moms. Tell my supporters stay in school, you get what I'm saying? But I see it as school, like, they going to teach you stuff, but you could teach yourself survival skills. You get what I'm saying? You could teach yourself the ropes of life. So I'm not really just pressing it. My main goal is to be successful. You get what I'm saying? So school was never really just like, I never just been in there like honor roll, get A's. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never really cared. My main goal was to just be successful. You get what I'm saying? Some people's definition of being successful is graduate. Some people's definition of being successful is getting rich. You get what I'm saying? So I never really just been the one to care about a graduation cap. I didn't care.
If you do finish these credits, do you get a diploma or is it a GED at that point?
Nah, see, the GED is what I didn't want. Like, cause honestly, it may sound crazy, but I'd rather just pick the dropout over the GED. You get what I'm saying? Cause the GED is like, I feel like I just gave in, like, I don't care no more. Let me just go get my GED. You get what I'm saying? Like, the dropout is more of like, and I don't like claiming dropout. You get what I'm saying? Like, both of them is just not my cup of tea because it seemed like I'm a failure. But I would definitely choose just to not get the GED. Because I got time to go back right now. I'm thinking about it, you get what I'm saying? But I got to take a couple tests, stuff like that.
Now, in regards to your family, you have 2 sisters. Is it easy or hard being the only boy in the family? Really,
I got 3 sisters right now, but it's more of a like, you know how you find out a little later on? Yeah, so I got 3, but I really just grew up with 2. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't hard at all. Like, me and not my youngest sister, but the middle one, we was close, playing Smackdown together, boxing, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So she was like a little brother. But now that I'm older, my other sister, she like 11. Big difference. We don't, nothing in common. And you know what I'm saying? I just be a big brother. So it wasn't hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was too close for it to be hard.
You were the oldest even when you found out about the third sister?
I'm still the oldest, yeah.
Okay.
By far.
Anyone else in your family does music aside yourself?
Yeah, my uncle. Yeah, my uncle, he really, see, I've been interested in doing music, but when I got that school laptop, because I never could just go buy a laptop. When I got that school laptop and I found out Audacity, because I was in a business class, and one day she did something with a mic, and I started paying attention. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go home and try to put a beat on here, you know what I'm saying? My uncle had been did that. So he showed me the ropes of doing it on there and stuff like that. He been rapping a while back, but he really just got most stuff to focus on right now to doing music, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my uncle, my daddy and them used to do it when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was in it deep, like everybody really.
You collaborated with your uncle?
Nah, see, both of my uncles do it, but my uncle on my daddy's side, he a co-producer, he make beats, you get what I'm saying? My uncle on my mama's side, he a rapper, he an artist. We haven't collabed yet, that's because he stay like far, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm in Houston, I don't know if that's Houston, but it's like a 2-hour job, 1-hour job, you get what I'm saying? So we ain't really just collab, but it's coming for sure.
People can make music nowadays without having to be in each other's presence in
yeah,
person.
But I work better, like, if we can hit the vibe together, because I got a couple features right now that I done had to do them for like 2 months now, because I can't pick up the vibe of that like song, you know what I'm saying? But if we in there together and the chemistry going crazy, I feel like that's when you make your best music, you know what I'm saying?
You guys have talked about a collab though.
Oh yeah,
okay.
We talk all the time.
Is it with your other family members, do you sense a competitiveness amongst you guys or more supportiveness?
It's definitely supportive, you know what I'm saying? Like, my uncle and them, on my mama's side, my uncle and my daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be more mad of how I move. Like, I don't really just be telling them my every move. You get what I'm saying? I may drop a song, get ready to drop a mixtape, and they don't know about it. They mad about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, my uncle on my mama's side, he support, oh, nephew, I want to see you make it. You get what I'm saying? Like, never know competition.
Correct me if I'm wrong, your dad does something with music?
Nah, see, he used to rap, but I don't think he really just be into it like that right now no more. But my uncle, he still be in there making beats going crazy.
Now, in regards to your immediate family,
yeah,
what do they think about your music career at this point?
Oh, crazy. Like, see, this how it was with my mom's, bro. It was hard breaking out with moms because the cursing. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my songs is like, it's very explicit. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because I never grew up like cursing around my mom. So for me to just be saying it like I've been saying it since I was 6 type stuff, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of awkward for me to show her songs. But my moms go crazy with any song I play. Like, I dropped a song called Hard Body. I could hear her through the floor like blasting it. You know what I'm saying? When I showed it to her, everybody rocking with my daddy and them. They show everybody at work. My whole family just rocking my music, period.
Were they supportive right away or did they have to warm up to it?
See, with my mom's the type to I want to be a skater right now, my mom's gonna support it, you get what I'm saying? But she wasn't digging the every rapper really don't complete school idea, you get what I'm saying? So when she found out my uncle recorded me, putting me on Facebook freestyling, and I'm in the room recording on my school laptop, she wasn't hearing it. Delete the video, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop recording on the laptop, stuff like that.
Now, when it comes to your mom
Mm-hmm.
Or your dad at this point, it's one thing for them to support what you do. You know, a parent supports what their child does. That's normal, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's another though for them to actually like what their child does. Do they actually like the music? They play the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Do they like it though?
My moms love it. Like, my daddy, he love it too, but you know how males is, you know what I'm saying? My daddy ain't gonna show as much expression. Like, he ain't gonna express it as much as my mom. My mom probably be jumping and smiling, and you know what I'm saying? My daddy, he probably like, oh yeah, I like it, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he really just like it or if I'm his son, you know what I'm saying? But I know he like it, I know they rock with it. Cause they be listening to it, you know what I'm saying?
Have they ever had a chance to see you perform live yet?
I've never like just got into that yet, you know what I'm saying? I only got 6 songs out right now. Like, I was big on YouTube, right? So I started pushing my music, and that really gave my music a push. Like, my music started getting views off rip because of who I was on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't just dove on the stage yet. You get what I'm saying? But I can't wait to. They hit me up and like, you want to do little shows, but no offense to nobody that do it. I don't want to perform, like, pay to perform or say my music in front of the crowd and the crowd don't know my music. Like, they just staring at me. I can't do it. I want to go in there, everybody singing, everybody. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to just do little come up shows.
So you're waiting for that moment.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Now, when it comes to your mom or dad, best advice they've given you at this point?
Oh, my daddy, like, you know, he a male, so he gave me, don't be too friendly, don't be just trusting people, you know what I'm saying, watching you keep around you, you know what I'm saying, everybody ain't your friend, you know what I'm saying, like, this real life and it's short, you know what I'm saying, like, he just give me guidance and wise, you know what I'm saying. My mom, she more on some, my mom's cautious, you know what I'm saying, like, she on all of it, like, she give me some good advice as far as be smart, don't just go do something because it sound good at the moment, you know what I'm saying, like, if somebody say, come do this, bro, and it sound good, think twice and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? But they've been telling me that since a youngin', so it's something I grew on, like, they ain't gotta keep telling me, like, you know what I'm saying?
You follow these advices?
For sure, that's why I'm here right now, you know what I'm saying? Especially my mom's, my mom's strict, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be hooping, she'd probably give me a curfew, right? I'm like 14, she give me a curfew to be at the house by 7, it's 6:59, she all the way at the court already, you know what I'm saying? So, certain advice she'll give me, like, back then I wasn't having it, but as you get older, you learn to respect your people, and even if they wrong sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I just soak it in and be like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't use it, I'm just going, okay, cool.